Hey guys, Video James, and we're going to be looking at how to use Yanmega today, because I recently discovered that this bug is the most overpowered thing I have ever seen in my entire life. So, if you don't know what Yanmega is, it's basically one of the Pokemon in the end of the Sinnoh decks who have all been, extremely overpowered in their generation. So, when we look at Yanmega, bug flying type, not really much to see there, that we got the 4 times weakness to rock, the weakness to ice 2 times, the weakness to electric and fire, that on top of all of Bug's weakness that we're just getting 2 more, along with just all the damage from the rock, added on from the weakness to flying and Bug. But then, when we look at its abilities, we see that this thing may be worth it because it's got speed boost. I mean, I cannot think of an ability more broken than speed boost, because that is, honestly, more broken than freaking Disguise. A Mimikyu would get wrecked by this thing. Because Mimikyu ain't gonna stand a chance. You put this thing up against a Mimikyu, it's just gonna outspeed it and just kill it 2 turns. And then we see its other abilities. Frisk. Okay, don't really care about that. Useful for hunting for items and stuff like that. Tinted Lens. Power of not very effective moves is doubled. Kinda useful, but again, not really going to see much of your not super effective moves being used. And then when we scroll down into its evolution strain, we see that it has to evolve while it has ancient power and levels up at the same time, which is kind of a bad thing for some of our sets, as it needs one of its egg moves and it gets that egg move after it gets ancient power. So, when we go into its egg moves, we see, why do I keep saying egg moves? Shut up, brain. Too frustrated from working with Amazon today. But when we go into its move pool, we see we got stuff like Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Night Slash, already some amazing moves that we have Detect, Supersonic, Uproar. We have Ancient Power, always a good opportunity if you need it. But we have U-Turn, get out of those sticky situations. And then when we go into the TMs and HMs, basic stuff, that we got Toxic, Hidden Power. We do have Sunny Day, which you wouldn't expect to see on the bug type that often. We've got Hyper Beam, Protect is all Pokemon do, and that with us being a bug flying, we actually get access to Roost now, which is kind of good because Yanmega has a slight bit of tank to him. And then we also get moves like Solar Beam, and Leech Life, and Psychic, and Shadow Ball, and Aerial Ace, and oh my, that's a lot of moves! And then we also get stuff like Thief, Steel Wing, and U-Turn again. So just walk up to something that has leftovers, just Thief. I'ma take that. And then we see its egg moves. Not a lot there, that we got Whirlwind, Reversal, Signal Beam, Silver Wind, Feint Attack, Pursuit. Basically not much there, except for the Double Edge. And usually Double Edge, not really something you're going to want to use. And then we see its Z moves, not that important. But then we go into its pre-evolution moves, and we see this thing gets Hypnosis, which is kind of deadly, and we'll talk about that later. And then we see in transfer moves that we got stuff like Giga Drain, Tailwind, Defog, Air Cutter, and String Shot, that this thing can be an absolute hazard remover or sweeper. And then when we see its stats, we see it kind of fits that medium, that with its HP being 86, we can get decent amount of bulk, that we can get 282 or 376 if we Masked Invest. And then our attack, not that great, only hitting 76. Our defenses, kinda good on the defense, a little bit abysmal on the special defense, that with the special defense only being 128, we are going to get killed by any flamethrower or ice beam. And then our speed just being absolute god tier, that we have 317 in the speed if we Max Infest with Beneficial Nature, or 289 if we don't give it a Nature. And then we see this boy's special attack is absolutely broken, that it is reaching heights of 331 or even 364. And then you're just thinking, hold up, that boy's got speed, that boy's got attack, I'ma die. And then we go into Showdown, we see its movesets, fairly common movesets, that we have stuff like Life Orb, that we've got Speed Boost Life Orb. And then we just see a basic moveset for a bug type with Speed Boost, that we got Protect, get that free turn of speed up. And with that free turn of speed up, that you're actually going to be reaching insane heights, even without a nature, that if you max invest in speed and you get a protect off, that you're going to be outspeeding even the likes of Mega Mewtwo. Why? With max investment and a nature, that's only reaching 416 and you're reaching 428 on your first turn. And you're getting free protection from one of their moves, and that's just absolutely broken. And then we just see basic damage, Bug Buzz, Air Slash, get the stab, get the Life Orb damage, get the damage from max investment and special attack, and you just absolutely wreck. And then we've also got U-Turn just to kind of, get us out of those sticky situations or switch into our setup if we need to set up against something they're sending out. Just, Yanmega is extremely versatile. And like I was saying about the EVs, you want to just max invest in the special attack and speed, and then just slap on a modest nature, because even with no nature, he still doesn't really need to be completely max speed invested. That just the EVs in it and the max IVs is fine, and you'll still be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon after that one protect, that you'll be somewhere in the top 10 range. And then we move on and we see another Yanmega set that you can go physical, that you can give him stuff like U-Turn, Leech Life, Aerial Ace, and Steel Wing, and then just basically give him the same stuff, that max invest in his attack and max invest in his speed, and just give him an Adamant Nature and throw on the Life Orb, just so you can try and get as much damage as possible. Now you can give him a Choice Band, but keep in mind that does raise your attack by 1.5, while limiting you to one move. So you're only going to be able to use one thing. So you'd have to decide what move is best to use when you're being restricted. And that's why choice items to me kind of seem a little bit bad, is that with them limiting you to one move, that you're kind of getting a boost, but it's also a nerf at the same time, that you can only use one thing and your boost isn't really going to help much. That setup Pokemon with choice items kind of really can't do anything. That sweeper Pokemon sometimes can't even do anything with choice items. But then we move on, and we see that we've got another Yanmega with speed boost, and that it's just absolutely OP. That we've got the Protect, get that free turn of speed boost off, outspeed all the Mewtwo's. That we've got the Hypnosis, put stuff to sleep so it can't hit us after we get the speed boost. Got the Bug Buzz and Air Slash for damage, and then just Focus Sash to survive any hits if and when they do land a hit. And then, basic just same stats as the first one, that we're max investing in the special attack and speed, and throwing on a modest nature, that we're just trying to get as much damage as possible with our overpowered speed. And then, we've got two more sets here, which kinda don't really know where to put these. They're hit and miss, sort of. That we've got a setup Yanmega, or a setup remover to be more precise, which is actually the basic idea of this, that this gets rid of any setup your opponent can try and throw at you. That we've got Protect, Whirlwind, Defog, and Swagger, so that Whirlwind, we get rid of something they're trying to send out on us, like, say, what's a good thing? Like, they try and send out an Xerneas, and they try and get Geomancy. Okay, but we predict the Geomancy, so Whirlwind that out of here. Thank you. And then we've got Defog just to get rid of stuff like Toxic Spikes, or Stealth Rocks, or just normal spikes. And then just Swagger to make our opponents confused and hit themselves. Or we can just Whirlwind to get rid of them again. And if you don't like using Swagger, you can always just put in Bug Buzz or Air Slash, two of the most broken moves on Yanmega ever. And once again, just give them the speed boost. You can throw on a Lumberry, or you can put a Focus Sash, which, honestly, I think a Focus Sash would probably work better. That with Focus Sash, you're going to be able to actually hit stuff and take the hit while you're setting up. There we go. And then for the IVs and EVs, that you just want to max invest in the HP, that no matter how much you put in the defenses, you're not really going to take a hit from anything. And then just throw on a speed boosting nature, so that you don't always need to have your speed just be boosted by your Protect. That you can just outspeed something one turn, and if you're fast enough, outspeed it, and then save your Protect for later, so that they don't know you have it. And then, last set for Yanmega, kind of on the fence about this one, because it's kind of a double battle set, but it does sometimes work. That we've got a kind of weather setup set, since Yanmega gets that access to Sunny Day, that we give him the Focus Sash so he can take hits if he needs to. that we've given him Sunny Day, so that the first turn he takes a hit, survives with that Focus Sash, and then sets up a Sunny Day, and then our Chlorophyll Pokemon that we've got next to us is just speeding up exponentially, and Leafeon just takes through and wrecks everything. And then we've got Solar Beam, just because Sunny Day will get the 1 turn of damage. Protect, just to get more speed if we need it. Air Slash, again, just hit him, get the chance to flinch, get that stab damage. And then Basic, just Special Sweeper set again, that we want to be hitting for damage and getting speed at the same time, but we want to get the most damage possible. And that's basically it for Yanmega. I do agree that some people, like, there is another way to run Yanmega, that you can always max invest in the speed instead of the damage, but like I said, with how high his speed is without a nature, you're not really going to need it, and that even with a nature, you're not really getting that much of a boost, that you're only getting, 289 to 317, so that's 99, 309, you're getting almost 30 extra points of speed, but that's not really going to matter if you have speed boost, that you're just going to be outspeeding everything after 1 turn if you survive. But anyway, that's going to be how to use Yanmega. As always, if you guys have any Pokemon that you want me to do videos on, go ahead and leave their names down in the comments. And don't forget, Meme Fridays this week, if you want to have a chance to have your memes on the Facebook page, if and when I can figure out how to post the pictures, then go ahead and drop those on the Facebook page in Visitors Post or wherever. And if you like this video, go ahead and slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later, if I don't kill Amazon for not working.